As was mentioned, I'm Renato Archer from One Shot International. Um, we're a company based in California, USA, doing business especially in Suriname and Guyana. Our mission is to help entrepreneurs, especially in developing countries, grow their business internationally. Yeah? And I'm happy for all of the speakers that went before me, especially the High Commissioner, shared a very important thing that stood by me. And he mentioned the important role of SMEs in the national development agenda. That's a really strong thing that he said just now. And we're gonna zoom in a little bit on that with regards to the role that we as SMEs have when it comes down to impact. Yeah, it's not only about our business and growing the ROI, but it's especially also about the impact that we want to create. So while we go through this presentation, we're going to zoom into that as well. Those that have been here yesterday know this slide because we touched on the fact that an analysis has been done by this company called CoreStats, and they have noticed that there is a decrease when it comes down to the interest, when it comes down to entrepreneurship. So we're noticing a decrease in the interest in entrepreneurship in Suriname and Guyana based on several reasons. Yeah? And one of them is the lack of access to capital. Yeah? And that's what we're going to talk about because capital and the access to it is not really the problem. Because most of these companies that are seeking for capital, as mentioned yesterday, are not even ready to receive it. Yeah, they're not even ready to receive it. And how do you become investment ready? You have to be structured in such a way to be able to receive any kind of investment. And when we're talking about being structured, it doesn't mean a hierarchy and those kind of things. Yeah, we're going to touch on that in a second as well. What we're going to talk about is resource-based investment. Also, Richard has zoomed in on that topic because we're talking a lot about investment opportunities, access to capital. But if you look into what this capital will be used for, what will it be used for? Investment in? Products, yourself. What do we call that? Resources. Yeah? So in other words, if you would get the resources instead, you wouldn't need the finances. Yeah? Because that's what you need the finance for. Yeah? And in most of the cases, it was also mentioned earlier, if you know in your network who is delivering what service, what resources, you would be able to actually grow your business much faster. Because investing with resources is much easier and actually doesn't cost the company almost nothing. So that's what we're going to zoom on, resource-based investment, and especially when it comes down to digital resource. These are three key aspects that we need to have in place when it comes down to receive investment, especially from venture capitalists. Yeah, we have heard a lot from getting access to capital from banks, but in this session we will be focusing a lot on angels and VCs. Yeah, one of the first things is your story. We'll be zooming on that in a second. The second one is to be investment ready, and the third one is to know what you need. Yeah, let's zoom in on the first one, your story. So I've been here now for a week. I flew in earlier because I wanted to enjoy all of this great food and drive around and see everything that's happening in Guyana. And after an interview that I did with Marlon at NCN News, I told him I would like to go on a minibus. Yeah? And I know Marlon shared the picture online, everybody laughing, thinking, why did he bring him on a minibus? There was a reason behind me wanting to go on that minibus. Yeah? And I'm going to share some more details with you why it's important to have your story from your company straight. Yeah? You can actually have the story from your company in two ways based on what kind of investment you want. Yeah, you can see on the bottom. If you need investment or money to make money, go to the bank. Yeah? But if you need money to make an impact, go to a venture capitalist. And let me give you an idea what the story actually looks like. To start with the first one, let me share the story in general first. So we went on this minibus. I think it was a Sophia bus. Does that ring a bell? Sophia bus, yeah. We drove to the park. I learned a lot to keep your phone in your pocket when you go in the park, because I was texting and Marlon was like, put your phone away, put it in your bag, etc., etc. So I learned that as well. So why did I want to go on this minibus? So on this trip, I had to meet somebody that is really passionate about solving stuff when it comes down to road safety in Guyana. As you all know, the roads in Guyana is a topic at this point. Yeah, it's a topic, and this person had really interesting ideas of how we can help contribute, make an impact in solving and making the roads in Guyana safer than what they are now. And especially when it comes down to how the minibuses drive. We had an agreement, and it was the intention to meet that person on this trip, but unfortunately, the person died at the beginning of the year in a minibus. Yeah? So the reason for me going on the minibus was to experience what she was explaining to me all of this time. Yeah? And I found this picture online. It is the accident that happened at the beginning of this year and the bus she was in. So going down into this story, imagine me sharing this story with a venture capitalist. I'm one myself. I'm 100% sure every venture capitalist would like to help make these roads safer. Yeah, and I was aligning with Clark earlier, and we've noticed that this market, this challenge, is not only in Guyana, but it's all over the Caribbean. So imagine if we solve this in Guyana and we're able to scale it all over the Caribbean, what the impact is that we'll be making by solving this issue for our region. We're talking about a massive topic. Yeah? So, collecting all of this information, going on this minibus, talking to Clark and several other people, these are the challenges, the topics that we as SMEs also need to address and also need to look for solutions for. And circling back to what the High Commissioner mentioned, the National Development Agenda, all of these topics are on this agenda, waiting for the government to solve them. But we can play a role in that as well. Just so you know, we have an idea to come up with this platform where we want to rate these buses. Yeah, so at some point you will be able to go on an app or a website and rate a bus based on their behavior. And imagine, Raul has a bus, Mr. Reed has a bus, and I go on this app and I see that Raul's bus is rated 1 star. And I scroll down and I see Mr. Reed's bus is rated 4 stars. Which one will you go? The 4. What do you think that Mr. Raul will do in the meanwhile, seeing that all of the traffic is being shifted to Mr. Reed? Yeah, he's going to work on his behavior. And that's how we start changing behavior, especially when it comes down to this topic, in a sustainable way. And this is why we need digital resources and technology to help us get there. We can do anything with training and name it, but that's just the beginning. We need to implement sustainable solutions to make sure that we change the behavior of what we notice on the streets. And I've been driving here a lot. I missed one really tremendous accident, so I know what I'm talking about. So the first one, if you would like to go to the bank for the same topic, you just go to the bank, you say, you know, the streets of Guyana are not safe. They're collecting $100 from a trip to town. I see that on year basis that we can make around 10 million. Can you borrow me the money and I can make a successful business out of that? And the bank will look at everything and say yes or no. It's the same topic, two different stories. Yeah? Okay, let's go down a little bit further. This book, as mentioned yesterday, you will be able to win one of them tomorrow. If you're here, you can scan this QR code. This is the book of our partner from the US, David Riemer. It's an international best-selling author. He is partnering with us with regard to our program to help startups grow their business. You can scan this QR code. We will be doing a digital selection tomorrow after our presentation, and you need to be here if you have one of these books, because we need to make a picture to share with him who have won his books. So please scan this QR code, register to win one of these books. Yeah? And yeah, what is this book especially good for? It helps you to write a very strong story on your business. Yeah, every business has a story. It's just how you share it. One thing he always say, if you have a successful story to tell, everybody wants to share it. Yeah? So if you have a good story to tell, everybody will share your story, and that's how you will grow your business. Okay, let's go down to the second one, get your investment ready. That's with regards to the program that we launched and signed yesterday. We already have several people signing up for this program. It's the first in our region. Yeah, we support an accelerator in California already, similar program to this one, but the startup that we get there, little higher level, and also the grants that they expect are at a higher level. But we expect that what we will be doing in our region, this will help a lot of the companies to get structured, to get the necessary investment, and to help them grow internationally. I want to thank again all of our mentors that are joining this program. Several of them are here. We're on a journey to help more than 1,000 entrepreneurs by 2030 grow internationally. And we know how our region is. In the beginning, what will happen? Everybody will wait. Yeah? Everybody will wait until they see that it works. Yeah? And after they see that it works, then they will join. Yeah? So we already have several people joining, so I'm thankful for that, those that have jumped in early, because we expect that we will be doing massive stuff the coming period. Okay, then we come to the third topic, know what you need. Yeah, most of the time startups think they need capital, they need investment. This is a platform that we have been implementing as an example for training companies to help them scale their business internationally. I hear the president from Guyana and from Suriname mentioning several times that we need to look into ways how we can export. Yeah, you can export in several ways. You can export in the traditional way, where you need approvals, regulation, etc., etc. But you can also export your products and services in a digital way. And in that case, you don't even need any approval. Yeah? So on this platform, you can even be in Guyana, a trainer in Guyana, and via this platform, you can share your training, your knowledge all over the world, supported by One Shot International. We're happy to see several instructors already joining us. One of them is the famous Raul Dundas. Yeah, I know that also Bianca Marshall is on the platform, and several others from Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad, from the Netherlands, from India, and we expect the coming period that we will even grow this platform further. To give you an idea of what this means, it is a platform where you don't have to invest anything, yeah, 0.0. Yeah, this is our way of doing digital investment into training businesses and help them grow internationally. The only stream is that we work on a revenue share basis, which means that if you don't earn anything, you don't pay anything. Yeah? So that's how this platform works. This is one of the other platforms that we'll be launching on August 18th. It's called Lovers Time. Yeah, and I see a lot of the guys smiling. I don't know why. It's not what you're thinking. Yeah? So, since COVID has taught us one important thing. How important quality time is with your family and your people at home. And since COVID, everybody wants to work from home, keep their high salary, and work 50% less. Yeah? So with Lovers Time, we will be creating opportunities for everybody to actually spend more time with their families and loved ones. Imagine getting a free getaway to whatever country. We already have partners lining up to work with us to offer this service all over the globe. And for your information, this is a company based in Suriname that we're supporting to set this up from the US. So please follow the launch August 18 from Lovers Time. Investment opportunities. I'm almost near the end of my presentation. So as Malan also mentioned, there are several investment opportunities that we're offering. We have a big network of investors and venture capitalists in the US. As mentioned earlier, you do need to be investment ready for us to be able to link you. They do want to share and invest in companies, but one important thing is you have to be investment ready, and it needs to be a business that makes impact. They're impact investors. So they want to solve major topics, you know? So please look at your business, scan this QR code, register. The system will tell you immediately if a meeting can be set up with you based on the questions that you answer. And based on that, we can look at your business as well. We are really eager to look into all of these businesses. I'm gonna share a short video with you. Last year, we were here, and there was a business that we spoke with, and in the first 10 minutes, we were sold by the idea. They had a really strong story, and that's why we partnered with them. So please look at this company. This is a school, the School of Brilliant Beginnings. It's also part of the Together We Win Business Network. So take a look.
Guyana is going through a tremendous transformation this coming period, which means that human capital needs to get ready to support this transformation. And in this aspect, we need to especially focus on the upcoming generation. In order to drive an effective transformation, the use of technology is necessary. The School of Brilliant Beginnings was founded on the belief that technology, if used the right way, could bridge the gap between home and school in the education sector. However, being a small privately owned school in Guyana with no knowledge in the technology department and limited resources, it was a struggle to introduce the technology on the desired scale. Although the school has unlimited internet access, there was no way of propelling the technological vision for the school due to lack of resources, financial, human, or material, to launch the desired multifunctional digital platform. After meeting the team of One Shots International at a business seminar, the team was intrigued by the technological vision for the school and offered to make the dream a reality. The One Shot team offered the School of Brilliant Beginnings the opportunity to move the technological aspect of the school from idea to reality by creating, managing, and supporting the school's digital platform. The partnership entailed the development and support of the digital platform during a pilot, so the school could get into the digital space of learning fast, easy, and adequately. We are so proud to announce that School of Brilliant Beginnings is now the proud owner of a multifunctional digital platform in which the benefits of growth and community strategies we have put in place. The platform has several features to enable faster growth and enhance the learning capabilities of the students. Content will be in the form of videos, quizzes, and reinforcement activities in the form of worksheets and games, all aligned to the regulations of the Ministry of Education. Students all learn in another way, and especially with all the technology children nowadays already use, it shows that they learn even more. So we feel that by utilizing technology, we are meeting our children where they are and getting them towards the next level easier and faster. Also, for our teachers and parents, we expect that this platform will have several benefits, since we will make sure we train all stakeholders involved via our internal training. We at School of Brilliant Beginnings are grateful to the One Shot team for bringing the dream of a digital platform into reality. We look forward to further growth this platform within Guyana and beyond in order to support the massive transformation in human capital that Guyana required.